Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Before proceeding, make sure you smash the subscribe button if you're liking our content. We're trying our best to be regular and cover as many companies as possible. So please, it will be really encouraging if you subscribe. Also, if there's any company you want us to make a video on, you can always drop a comment or maybe even connect with us through our different handles, which is provided in the description box. So, not wasting any more time, let's quickly jump on to the recruitment process of Tata Power.
So guys, before we proceed with our video, this video has been sponsored by Relevel by Unacademy. Those who are looking for jobs in good companies and have been preparing for placements, there is a platform called Relevel that you can register on. The best thing of Relevel is the test is completely free and you get hired by top companies like Cred, Upgrad, Urban Clap, Razorpay, etc. and 50 other companies with over 1000 openings.
So you can register for Relevel in just 5 steps. So you need to sign up on relevel.com. Select the test of your choice, that is business development, back-end development, or front-end development, and book a slot when you want to give the Relevel test for the domain that you have selected. Slots are limited, so we suggest that you book it fast. And the next step is basically to create a neat video resume. So you can talk about yourself, your experience, and your career aspirations. And the video resume should be submitted within 24 hours after selecting the slot to confirm your slot. And then simply click on submit and confirm your slots for the tests. All the rounds for the test can be completed in a single day, and you will get your scores as well in a few days.
Now let's get back to our recruitment process. Profile offered by Tata Power is graduate engineering training. The CTC that they are giving is 6.06 LPA. Eligibility criteria are as follows, like branches like CS, IT, Civil, ENTC, MEC, all of them can apply for Tata Power. SSC and HSC requirement are 60% and above, and BTech should be 7 CGPA and above. Coming to the online test, the platform was for the company's platform. The aptitude test consisted of 2 sections. Uh, First section was having a quantitative plus vocabulary plus logic, that is basic aptitude. And the second section consisted of 50 questions, were all of the technical questions. Like it will be from the domain from which you belong to. Like the CS questions will, if you are from CS branch, then the technical question will be from CS, and if civil, then it will be for civil questions. After that, if you clear the online test, there will be a psychometric test, and after that, after clearing the psychometric test, there will be interview round. There will be only one interview round consisting of technical and HR both, and there will be a panel of 4 to 5 people, and it will last around 30 to 40 minutes. We will be discussing the whole process in much more detail with our guest today.
Hi everyone. Today we have with us Samruddhi, who has successfully cracked the on-campus recruitment placement for Tata Power. A very, very hearty congratulations to you, Samruddhi.
Thank you so much.
We're really excited to have you on our channel. And so before we move on, I would request you to kindly give a quick intro first.
Okay. So hi everyone. First of all, thank you for inviting me to this, and I feel it's a great interaction, and it's a very great opportunity for everyone to learn from someone's experience. So yeah, so kudos to you first of all. Okay, starting off, I'm Samruddhi Mangrulkar. I'm in the final year BTech Civil Engineering at MIT WP Pune, and I have successfully landed up at Tata Power. It was a very nice process overall, and the overall interview, the entire process, of course, we'll be discussing it. So it was very nice. And okay, talking about me, so I am currently a sustainability enthusiast, and I'm working with 2 to 3 organizations to help people know about sustainability. So that's one. Secondly, I am a seismic engineering enthusiast, so that is my final year project. And of course, power being the upcoming boom, so I feel this opportunity is definitely going to help me. Yeah. That's that.
Okay, so let's proceed with our interview segment then. So I would request you to take us to the path from the aptitude test to the last round, the whole journey of this recruitment process.
Okay, so the recruitment process started with the application. So we were supposed to register on their website and fulfill all their document criteria, their CGPA criteria, everything. It was different for different branches and different for different domains as well. So that was one. After they went through our application, we were shortlisted for an aptitude test. So for the aptitude, there were two papers. Paper one, which was a general aptitude, wherein numerical ability, vocabulary, logical reasoning, etc. was asked. And paper two was wholly based on technical knowledge. It was 50 questions test. So both the papers were evaluated, and after this, when these got shortlisted, we were taken to the second round. That was a psychometric test. So basically, a psychometric test is a test which tells the recruiter about your personality. Okay, and they can also catch in case you are really trying to manipulate the answers. So it is designed in such a way that you are supposed to answer a particular question based on the situation that is given to you. And there is no wrong or right for it. At least for the Tata Power process, there was no wrong or right for the answer. It was just to test the personality that one has. So that's about the psychometric test. Later on, after getting shortlisted in the psychometric test, it was a personal interview session. The personal interview session was well in advance informed to us so that we were able to prepare better. So that's one. There were 5 interviews, out of which 2 were technical, 2 were HR, and 1 was my hiring manager. So 5 people were there in the interview. It was an online process, of course. And the interview approximately, technical interview went about 40 to 45 minutes. And the HR interview went about 10 to 15 minutes approximately. So that was that. So this was about the process, and after we cleared the interview, we were told about the results. So that is that as of now. Apart from that, yeah. So this was the overall entire process that was there. So yeah.
What about the duration of the whole process? How much did it?
Okay,
How
so
many
this
days
was
did it take?
a major crisis I felt because there were too many applications from all over India. So it was a very time-consuming process. Right from application till my interview, it was around a month and a week, I would say. Because I know normally the entire process gets completed within 15 days at the max. But since the number of applications were huge, so it was around 1 month and a week. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So, yeah.
talking about the overall communication, so it was okay, but I was expecting a bit more standard communication between the HR manager and us. We were not very much informed about the process right from the start. So it could have been better, but it's okay. You were given ample time to prepare anyways. So that is fine.
Right.
So
Uh,
during your interviews, there were more questions regarding to your resume or the civil engineering part.
Okay, so actually it was a blend of both of them. Of course, it was an entirely core technical based interview, the first 40 to 45 minutes. It started off with tell me about yourself, which went about for say 4 and 5 minutes. Now, first of all, they started with introducing themselves, right? I guess that was a very nice part, which I think it is. Because normally we don't find that, but they did. They introduced themselves and their posts and what have they been doing. So apart from that, when my actual interview started, it started with tell me about yourself. And then they straight away went asking me about core technical questions. So first 4 to 5 questions were very basic, second year, third year knowledge basic, and it was not very in depth. But later on, when they saw my resume, the entire question series which came up after that was I would say complex because they were expecting they're expecting whatever you have inserted, whatever you have put it on your resume, you should be always be very much aware and very much in a position to explain it to the interviewer. So they were really digging in deep because I feel I wasn't expecting such a depth for the resume. I was expecting better depth in terms of technical knowledge. But yeah, overall, it was a good experience. So first of all, what I learned from the interview is you should never lie on a resume. I didn't, of course, with the guidance of my mentors and everyone. They had already told me to, just whatever you've done is enough, and you should know everything that you have done about whatever you are adding in the resume, because they had literally around, like, I would say 30 minutes of the total technical time. They had almost 20 to 25 minutes. They were digging on what courses have you done and what certifications have you done and what all are the intricacies like that. So that's that.
So even on your certifications, they did ask
Yes,
questions.
absolutely. And since those were the technical certifications, for example, 4 certifications from NPTEL, 2 from Autodesk, 3 from ETABS. So all these which I had mentioned in my resume, they were really keen on asking what all did you do. Apart from the certifications, the internships, they were also very interested in knowing about what roles and responsibilities did I had during my internship. I have completed around 5 internships in various subdomains of civil engineering. So it was a huge content for them to ask, and they did ask on each of the topics. So it's not like I have written about 5 internships, so they just asked me about 2. No, they asked me about every internship. They asked me to delve deep, and that's something I felt I wasn't prepared for. So it would have been better in case I would be better prepared in terms of my resume on what I have to say when it comes to talking about my resume. Talking about myself is different. Talking about what I know is different, and talking about the certifications which we put in there is a whole other game, I feel. So you should be prepared for whatever you are mentioning in the resume.
Yep.
Okay. So you mentioned that you did 5 internships, right? So how would you like any tips that you want to give students regarding applying for internships and like
Various subjects that they should focus on the particular that
Okay.
it will be helpful for them in civil interviews.
Okay, that's a very nice question. Thank you. First of all, I'll come to Sanchita's question. So, talking about how to land up an internship, I was just looking up for opportunities that came my way. I was never saying, no, I can't do it, or I don't have time. I actually did 2 internships simultaneously. It was a very difficult time, I agree. But then it gave me an exposure. It prepared me for the unseen, and it really helped me develop myself as a person, grow as a person. So for internship front, I guess you should really be in good contact with your professors or someone in your network. You should network in that way so that you land up in internships. And of course, you need to be eligible for that. You need to study hard. You need to get your basics right so as to excel in that internship. And of course, later on excel in the professional life that you're going to venture into. So coming back to Deve's question on what subjects are really important for civil engineering to land up in a job. So I feel the second year subjects for strength of materials, environmental engineering, fluid mechanics, irrigation, these subjects are really going to build your basics. So they say now the foundation needs to be good so that the building and the overall structure stays long. So I would say second year subjects are really important. I'm not saying the other subjects are not important, but yes, these are the main subjects that you definitely have to focus on. So that's one. Secondly, I would say be very, very acquainted or be very in line with the job description that the company is giving you. So for me, it was graduate engineer trainee civil. And the roles and responsibilities that I am supposed to carry out is assisting the project manager, project planning, project control, quality assurance, quality control. So when these responsibilities and roles are there, I need to I need to align my interests and my subjects with the roles that the company is expecting from me. So, for example, since the role is more of project management, I'll make sure that whatever subject related to project management is done during my years, I am very well brushed up and I have very well revised those concepts and sitting in front of the interviewer. Right. So this can really help you in channelizing your energy towards those subjects. So that is one. Of course, it is not like they only ask me project management questions. They did ask me transportation engineering. They did ask me geotechnical engineering. So overall, if we see, you need to be thorough with your basics. That is the first criteria for any interviewer, to technical interviewer, to shortlist candidates. And of course, later on, you need to be very much focused on the job description that the company is giving you. So that's that.
Yeah.
And what about your final interview? What were the inclination like about the subjects?
Okay. Okay. So starting off with technical, they went in with basic SFP BMD for different beams and different types of supports. So SFD BMD is something every civil engineer is like using all his life. So we have to do it. And SFD BMD is like the first concept that you learn in strength of materials. Okay. So they started off with SFD BMD. Then later on, they saw my resume, and they went on with, I have done some internship in transportation engineering. So they asked me about rigid pavements, flexible pavements, bridge engineering. And I was able to like handle those questions on a very nice note. So that's one. Later on, they asked me about remote sensing and digital image processing. So that was the NPTEL MOOC that I had done. So they almost drilled me for like 5 minutes on that remote sensing part. Every intricacies was asked. And I feel, yeah, I thank God that I was well prepared on that front. So that's that. Secondly, apart from MOOC, second course that I had done in MOOC is the energy economics and policy. So luckily, their job description or their overall profile of the company is related to energy and energy management, energy generation. And I have done a course on energy economics and policies. So they were really able to ask me that, and I was able to answer. So some of the concepts I wasn't knowing, and about which I told them I'm not aware. I'll not lie. I'm not aware. I can read about it and come back to you later. So they were pretty much flattered on that answer, that I'm honest. And it's okay for them. It was okay if you don't know an answer. It's never a negative point. So as long as you put it in the right way, I guess that you can go through that. So for like, they had asked me some energy coefficients which I was not aware about at all at that time. So I just told them, no, I'm not aware. I'll read about it and maybe I can reach back to you over the email on what the actual answer is supposed to be. So they were really happy with that answer. So this is how it went overall. And they ended the overall technical interview with the real estate development and construction internship that I had done. So they asked me about scheduling, planning. So overall, as I said, the job description that they had given, the tasks those they were expecting from my side, that was really asked during that conversation about that internship. So I feel it was a very good blend of what I have done, what the company is expecting, and how good or how well I was able to portray that to them. So that's that.
Okay. So apart from this, is there anything that you would like to say to the viewers?
Okay. Yes, definitely. First of all, I would suggest you should really start working on your resume quite early. It's not like you are going to sit for a placement now and now you have started writing your resume. So it's never resume writing, it's resume building. So the earlier you start, the more chances you have on redoing it and making it till perfection. So that's one. Secondly, you should really network with whoever is around so that you get that ability to stage your thoughts, to see, to explore new ideas, to actually carry out various leadership positions. So that is something the interviewer really looked for in the interview. So for the HR interview example, they asked me about some instances wherein I led a group of whatever, how much ever number that was, and how that typical task was carried out, or in case there were any problems, so how was I able to successfully sort it out for the entire team. So such incidents when it comes, so I feel one should be prepared, and one will be better prepared when you already have been through such situations. So it's a very genuine request to everyone who's watching this. make sure that you network more, make sure that you join various teams and get some stage to keep your opinions through. So that is something second. And thirdly, I feel, of course, being technically astute is a much needed thing. You can get through the HR interview, okay, by preparing in a day or two, okay, but the technically astute thing you cannot go through. So it's always better to maintain a CGPA, one, because it is a criteria for many companies. This is one. And secondly, I feel you have to be technically astute in terms of the basic subjects that you're going to that you have learned, and the way you're going to portray it in front of the interviewer. So that's
Okay, then with that, it's a wrap. Thanks, Samruddhi, for coming in and sharing your valuable experience with us. I hope it benefits the viewers. And congratulations once again, and all the very best for your future. Also,
Thank
guys,
you.
Samruddhi's LinkedIn handle will be there in the description below, so don't forget to.
You can connect to Samruddhi.
You can, yeah, surely. If you have any queries, do feel free to drop her any sort of questions you have regarding the process, and she'll be more than happy to answer them.
Guys,
Thank you, Sanchita. Thank you, Devesh. Thank you for calling me here once again. I'm honored. And this is, again, as I mentioned, this is a great initiative for all the students. And such platform is really today's need. And given that we have such resources, then why not? So again, I hope I was clear, and I was able to make it lucid for the viewers. So all the best, everyone, and make sure that you connect with me, and I'll help you. I'm more than happy to help.
Guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video if you are still watching and found it helpful. Videos come out every week on either Friday or Saturday. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.